today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this, in Miami.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Andrew Beck, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
To throw again on second down. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Allen to throw once more. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now Jones. Net open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jamar Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Singletary loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Gardner Minshew, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parks, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
On 1st down, it's Parks trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Rolling to his right.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard for the 34.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Touchdown! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And this is secured by the Patriots.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Flushed out right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. To throw, it's Allen. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.